Hey guys, so I'm going to be taking a little look-see at April, the entire month. This will be a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind that in some of these spreads I'll pull two separate energies, and if ever they are resonating in the opposite, just go ahead and flip sides. Remember that there is no gender in tarot. If anything here doesn't resonate for you, just leave it for a Sagittarius who needs to hear it. Make sure to like the video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you need to book a private personal reading, that information is in the description box, along with all the other services I provide. I'll also pin it in the comment section. So I'm going to be going over quite a few things here, so I'll timestamp it in the comment section. I'm going to start off with a spiritual reading. We'll see how you're doing on your life path here, how much the relationship with yourself is going. And I'll move into career and finances. And I'll do singles, and then I'll do couples for love. And I'll close it out with any additional messages that the universe wants you to know about. Tell me about the journey itself for Sagittarius. That's too many guys. I just need one. Thank you. Okay, we have wish. Make a wish with a dandelion in the wind. Tell me about wish for Sagittarius. So I'll pull 4 cards first. The first will represent your current energy. We're going to check out the most likely outcome, the challenge, and of course I'll pull the advice card last. So in the current we have the Hierophant. I have the 3 of Wands. I need to get more familiar with this deck. I've actually had it a while, but I don't use it as much. That's your most likely outcome. For the challenge, we have the 5 of Cups. And in the advice, we have the Page of Swords. And I am going to go through and clarify all of these. Why is the Hierophant here in the current position? The Tower, the 5 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles. I think right now you're wishing for big changes, and it's on a spirit, this is a spiritual reading. This is not you versus anyone else. It's like your commitment to yourself. You're not giving to it enough. There's a lot of drama and chaos here. I have the Tower and the 5 of Wands, but it's internal. It's sort of like you're fighting against changes that are naturally occurring. So it's interesting because it's like what you're wishing for here are these big changes. It's like you're praying like, hey, can you just, and I feel like a lot of it is like, to do with, your own mental health here and your triggers. It's like wanting the change. But the challenge here, the most likely outcome here is the 3 of Wands, which is just waiting. It's like you can't wait for the changes here, Sag. You actually have to make changes within if you want changes within. Clarify this 3 of Wands for me. have the Eight of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. It's almost like we're waiting to see some type of progress before we actually commit to our self-development here. And in this case, it's sort of like, being honest with ourselves, being practical, coming from a perspective that's not super emotional, that's not triggered. Just waiting for this energy to appear instead of doing the actual work. And the reason that we're not, the truth behind it all, the challenge here is depression. This is why I'm bringing up mental health. And we're talking long-term depression. Clarify this Five of Cups, please. I have the High Priestess. Two of Cups. Four of Cups. I don't know if I'm speaking as someone who has like maybe like BPD, something kind of like that. Because what I have here is someone who feels like they actually don't deserve. Undeserving of love, undeserving of, a regular lifestyle, undeserving of the changes that need. It's almost like someone who stops themselves from actually progressing because they feel like they're not enough or they're not worthy. And of course, that's a huge challenge when the changes that are needed here require you fully committing to yourself and to healing these past traumas. But we have to, though, because it is making us feel that we're undeserving and it's making us stagnant. The Three of Wands is an energy of just like sitting and waiting for your ships to come in instead of really progressing and moving towards the things that you want in life. You may also have a boundary issue with other people. It's almost like it's like you set boundaries and you don't commit to keeping those boundaries, though. It's like you might state what the boundary is, but if somebody crosses it, you kind of allow that and then it happens again. And these are all like stemming from, you feeling unworthy. The advice is the Page of Swords. Why is this here? We have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. The King of Cups. I don't know why I even called the energy out on that. The Ace of Swords. Maybe you have like a lot of Virgo in your chart or something like that. I feel like you need to, in the advice, it's that you should learn. It's like you need to, like literally learn, as in like educate yourself about whatever this is, about these feelings. Get some help if you need to. But mostly we need to isolate and go within and heal some past traumas here. but it's going to require being like super honest with ourselves and going back to some truths that are really painful. So it's kind of looking into our own long-term depression, where it came from, and understanding that like we can wish in one hand and shit in the other. The shit's going to be there. The wish, it's like you can't just wish this. You have to actually put in the work. So it's like whatever you're praying to the divine about, they have me over here calling you out on it. Like, I can't give you that if you don't do anything. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I want, you know, connections in life that are really like committed and people that genuinely love me. Well, you're never going to have that if you have this long-term belief that you don't deserve it. You see? And so it's going to take a lot of like emotional healing and going into old triggers, maybe childhood trauma, something like that. If you guys need help with that, again, in the description box. All right. Let's get a little look into the career here. Can you tell me about Sagittarius and the career, please? Okay, so we have a new cycle beginning. Adjustments are required. Tell me about this new thing in work for Sagittarius. Okay, in the current we have the Chariot. Most likely outcome, the Page of the Page of Cups. I don't know why I said Pentacles. That's crazy. The Page of Pentacles came out next. That's the challenge. And the advice is death. So I feel like we're moving up into something or moving forward from something here. Now I feel like whatever this is, it's so new that you're like almost like naive or uneducated in the topic or the thing that you're doing here. And I feel like the challenge here is like believing that you know you have what it takes. The Pentacle is about like those earthly things. It's money, it's, you know, things that exist in the here and now that we can touch, type of thing. We have death as the advice. So I'm going to look into all this and see what's going on. Tell me about the Chariot here. I have the Eight of Pentacles. Four of Swords. Ace of Swords at the bottom. You know, I feel like the situation that you were just recently in, maybe you were like just investing so much and getting like almost nothing back out of it. And so you took a little resting phase, like some time to recuperate. And now there's this new opportunity here. But it is an Ace of Swords, and therefore it's like learning a new skill. And that's why the Page of Cups is here. Because you're going to feel so like, it's new. You're going to feel like a baby taking in this information, But I feel like it's going to open you up in some kind of way. It might be helping with, like, in that last part we were talking about, like, the depression. The Page of Cups is, like, being very emotionally open. Yeah. Queen of Wands. Four of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers. So what you might not know is that you're going to feel like a baby walking into this, but once you get there, the truth is you're going to realize this is everything that you were always meant to do. So whatever this like new career path is, it's going to bring your fire back. And you're like, it is for you. And I think, again, just like we had with that last spirituality part was, and the adjustments required here, the adjustment that's really required here is maybe believing in yourself, believing that you have what it takes, that's... I'm clarifying this Page of Pentacles. Excuse me. I have the Sun, Leo energy. Strength, more Leo energy. And the Nine of Cups. Kind of interesting in the challenge. I feel like before, you might have this type of mindset where before you even start something, you just automatically put like this negative impact to it. It's like you don't want to get too happy until you're sure that it's stable enough to actually be fulfilling. But at the same time, it's almost like, with the Strength card, it's like resisting. It's like refusing to think happy thoughts, because it's almost like one of those things where it's like if we expect the worst and the worst happens, we're not upset because we expected it, and then if something good happens, it's just a bonus. But it's a little bit, it's kind of going back to that same thing where it's like, I don't deserve good things, or I never get good things, so I'm not going to think about this in a positive perspective. But understand that you're manifesting, right? And that your thoughts really matter. So how you view the situations, like in the last situation where you're like wishing for things, but you don't necessarily put in the work or feel like it would be worth your time, or that you are undeserving anyway. And the advice here is to transform. We have death. You need to kill that part of you. You need this Queen of Wands energy here, where there's confidence and there's security, like within, strength and the Sun are like those things as well. But I don't feel like you're being super challenged. I just feel like you sort of always go with the negative, and that is the adjustment that needs to be required, because actually you're stepping into your life path. Clarifying death, I have the Three of Wands, that same stagnant energy. The King of Wands. And the Knight of Swords. It's like I just said. We have to, you got to use your fire here. You can't just sort of, the Wands are all about action, and this Knight is too. The King of Wands, the Knight of Wands, it's all about taking action. You have to stop waiting for things to just happen. You have to kill the part of you that decides that, you're going to remain stagnant, or that you still have longer to wait on like good things or something. It's all about action. You can't just sit and wait for something to come for you. When you want it, you have to go get it, Sag. And you are deserving. It's playing out into your career where it's like you always, you're afraid to step into a position that's worth more money, or you're afraid to step into something that would make you happy. Because almost like in the back of your mind, you don't deserve that. And that's, you know, a lie. But I feel like it's going to be like something with this new job is going to help you with the adjustments that you need to make with the depression, you know? It's like something with this is going to, it's almost like immediately you're going to know it's for you. Where you had fear that you wouldn't be skilled in it, you're going to realize that like actually you're great at it from the jump, you know? It's like one of those situations where like you shouldn't be so good so early on, but like you were just born to do this thing, you know? And it's probably going to help you, one, realize, well, actually I am good at something and I do like doing this. It's almost like the happiness that you feel like you don't deserve just shows up to you anyway, and so you have to change your perspective about, you know, what you are deserving of. I feel like God is like, bro, please listen to me. Just take this and go be happy. All right, so I'm going to move into love here, and I'll start with singles. And I'm going to just remind you guys, again, there is no gender in tarot, so if I pull a queen, I could still be talking about your boyfriend. Or your, in this case, your crush, probably. If... You know, always call the first energy yours, the second the person on your mind, but honestly, if they fit better in the opposite direction, just go ahead and switch sides. Take whatever side resonates best for you. Okay. Can you tell me about Sagittarius singles, please? So we have attraction, which is fire energy. You attract romantic love by enjoying the moment fully. So I'll pull you and this person's current energy, and then we will move into the most likely outcome. Okay. So for your overall, we have the Seven of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands, fire energy. The King of Swords, air energy. The Moon, Pisces energy. The Eight of Swords. King of Pentacles. The Lovers. And the Four of Swords. So I have somebody here that has a couple of options, at least two, possibly an air sign and heavy Gemini on that. Excuse me, and possibly an earth sign or a Pisces here, but two options, and we're not sure who to choose. The Moon, the Eight of Swords. It's like one person you've been talking to longer, I feel like, but you know, they leave you kind of confused or like stuck. You don't know where it's going. And then kind of there's this other connection here that you feel really drawn to or pulled into, possibly with an earth sign, that you kind of keep you know, something is distant here. So like both people sort of seem to be confusing, or maybe it's you that's confused. You're just not sure which person to invest with here. Okay. Tell me about this King of Swords. I'm just going to look into both energies. We're right here. Okay. So their overall energy is the Nine of Cups. I have the Six of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, Page of Cups, King of Wands, Four of Cups, Six of Cups. Why am I pulling so many? I got these all losing my damn mind. Okay, so Eight of Pentacles at the bottom there. This King of Swords energy is kind of selfish. I feel like they expect you to kind of chase them around or something, you know? It's like they don't really offer too much to you emotionally. But I feel like they like how you give emotion to them. But this person's focused on somebody from their past here. I mean, completely focused. And that's why they give so little. It's like you can't figure out, you know. Yeah, for the air sign, like, I mean, this is obviously not your boyfriend or girlfriend. So it's kind of okay if they're still stuck on someone in the past. But I mean, they're like fixated on someone from the past who rejected them. So it's sort of like there's that danger there where someone else would be able to come in between it. But again, it's a new connection, so it's hard to say, but definitely they have someone from their past that they're a little more stuck on than you. You know, it's like you're in front of their face, but they're still just stuck on this energy back here. All right, so we're pulling on this King of Pentacles. Their overall energy is the Three of Wands. Well, they might be a good match for you with all this Three of Wands energy that keeps going on at every spread. Got the Magician, Gemini energy. The Queen of Cups, water energy. Three of Swords. The Hangman, Pisces energy. The Hermit, Virgo energy. The Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Star, Aquarius energy. We got more Aquarius energy behind it. This is your better choice. You might, this person might see, it's like, see how you have this pull and that pull scares you and you kind of want to be distant? Or you're not sure if they're really going to choose you. This person's healed. So this person is open and ready to receive love. They have definitely had their heart broken in the past, but they literally have healed from this. The Hangman, the Star, the Hermit. The thing with this person is you have to choose them. And for the long haul, it's like this person is healed. Do you understand? Like they're manifesting 10 cups and they're not willing to take anything else. So this is a person that you would have to step to correctly. But if you wanted my advice on who to choose here, this is the one. See, this person's heartbroken from the past, but they actually took the time to heal that, and so they're not going to bleed on you in the relationship, you know? Because I don't see you over here upset over any past energies. This person, though, like, it seems to me like if their ex hit them up, they would just stop talking to you altogether, and they're honestly pretty selfish. Like, that might be why the ex is done with their ass to begin with. All right, so this will be the overall outcome for the month of April. The Five of Cups, we already pulled that earlier, that depression. The Fool came back out, more Aquarius energy. Page of Wands. Seven of Swords. Two of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, Aries, Scorpio. Death. More Scorpio. And the World at the bottom of the deck. That's fixed sign energy. So for those of you that were didn't skip past like the spiritual part, there was like some long-term depression going on. That depression is creating an issue with you moving forward. It's like every time somebody talks to you, either it's kind of like you feel like people are deceptive, like they try to get into connections when they haven't closed out old things, and it's something different than you've done. It's like you're really whatever situation you left before is completely over. You've closed out a bunch of cycles. You refuse to be with anybody who's going to be like sneaky, you know? And at the same time, because it's probably been a long time that you've been doing this, you just talk to people and then they leave you confused. You talk to people, they seem to have secrets. You talk to people, they still seem to be connected to somebody else. And that's just how you're viewing love overall in the month of April. It's like you don't know who to choose here. You feel like everybody's a liar. It's like I have you just closing everything out on everybody here, which, I don't know that that's the correct thing to do with this person, but maybe you're just recognizing that, like, you're not attracting what you're looking for, and it's because you're not in that healed state to get what you're looking for. Maybe it's like, maybe I still need to close some things out. Maybe I need to make some big changes in life before I start anything in love here, because it seems to me that you're finding everybody to be like Page of Wands, like everybody's just throwing, V's and P's everywhere, and they're not really interested in like deep love or connection. And you refuse to be back in that. You've like learned your lesson, closed out cycles with that, But, it's like you you feel like everybody's a liar, and I don't think that this King of Pentacles energy is. Heavy Virgo on that. I'm going to pull some advice. Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, and Justice. I feel like maybe you're doing the right thing, though, because it's saying in the advice that you should hold back because like maybe in the past you've made impulsive decisions and it ended up in heartbreak, And now it's like as you take your time with people, you're realizing that you can catch the deception, you can see the red flags, and it's all part of like, transforming. But it's sort of like you're doing the right thing here. It's like you're justified in your actions. If you feel like, somebody needs to be cut off, or like you're not getting the energy that you need, or like you're being, sort of left out about certain things, if there's some type of lies, deception, whatever, with that Seven of Swords energy, then you are, it's like you are actually justified in this. Maybe this is all part of the process. It's like when you're in that attraction phase, and you definitely are Queen of Wands, King of Wands, that's attraction energy. You're going to attract everybody and anybody, though. And this is you kind of wising up and saying, like, the only way I'm not going to get hurt here is if I choose wisely. So it's better, I'd rather be safe than sorry. Like, the first time you move funny, you get cut off because I have other options, And, sometimes in situations with, like, this type of person, too, it could be like you feel this strong connection towards this King of Pentacles energy, but at the same time, maybe you recognize that you're not fully on that level with them. Like, you wouldn't want to get with somebody who's trying to, like, just meet the love of their life and get married right away. You're like, that's kind of a red flag, too. So somewhere between non-committal and too committed too fast, you're just kind of deciding that neither of these people are for you, and that you'd rather just kind of work on yourself here. Because that's how you're going to attract true love, is by continually working on yourself, valuing yourself, and only dealing with people that reflect that value. And I think that's pretty powerful. I like it. All right. Now we're going to move into couples. Can you tell me about taking Sagittarius, please? This could be the one. That's kind of rude, but So the overall energy for you is the Six of Swords. Ten of Pentacles. Seven of Cups. I have the Three of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. The Four of Cups. Three of Wands. And the Devil. Capricorn energy. So what I have is somebody pondering the idea that they should leave a long-term relationship or marriage for some people, the Ten of Pentacles. Because there's a lot of confusion here. The Seven of Cups. I feel like right now you're really committed to being like financially free, like sort of doing your own thing literally in career. And it could be sort of like that's what you're really committed to. And it could be because you're feeling kind of like rejected or like I don't know. I feel like, right, what I have here is somebody maybe who isn't married, but they've been with someone long term. They're waiting to get married and they're just tired of fucking waiting. It's like really confusing. They feel like they're in an illusion, you know? And because this got really confusing, this person, this should be your energy, could be the other person, has kind of like learned to just sort of be, it's like I could be fine by myself. So like, yeah, I have 10 pentacles with this person, but I'm 9 pentacles by myself. I'm the fucking table, you know, and they're not bringing much to it. To me, it's like you're no longer, you're going to refuse waiting for this person. It's like, I'm not doing this anymore. I can't just wait forever because, you know, the Seven of Cups, it's like you feel like this is an illusion, like someone is wasting your time or they sold you a dream. Maybe you feel like the situation even is a bit toxic or like this person, maybe you just feel bound to this person or like it was a codependent relationship, right? And now you sort of like freed yourself of the idea that you know, you need to wait around for somebody to choose you when they already chose you. Or it's like, you know, it's like, I see a person who wants to just freaking get married after like 10 years, you know what I mean? For some of you, it was less time than that, but you don't have that 10 years. And what, just tired of the shit. Like, either we're going to get married or I'm just going to move forward because I'm tired of waiting. So their overall energy here is the Tower, which is Aries Scorpio energy. You have the Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords, Seven of Wands, Six of Wands, the Hermit, Virgo energy, the World, a fixed sign energy, and the King of Wands. Fire energy. Yeah, this person is shocked. I feel like they see you as completely emotionally detached, like you've set boundaries, you know? They're ready to fight for the connection. They still want you. They don't, you know, it's they just want to fix the connection. They realize there's some things that definitely need big changes here, and they're ready to take the action. So it's almost like somebody here is ready to leave this person alone because they're not moving at the pace they need to, and this person is about to run to pick up the pace. You know, it's almost like this person realizes you don't need them for shit. And if they're not going to give you what it is that you're asking for, it really will be over. You're really ready here. But it seems to me like, again, what I have here is, and this is really strange because this doesn't happen a lot, but we have a situation where it's like there's a trauma bond, and that trauma thing. So say I have an abandonment issue. Okay. So like my family was never correct. One of my parents just left. And so later on in life, I'm going to always want that family that I didn't have. You know, it's like that type of situation. And in one person's mind, it's like they were just trauma bound to the situation. It was sort of like someone sold them a dream or an illusion that they would, you know, end up married one day. And now it's been 10 years and they're still not married. And they feel like basically, you know, they were bound to somebody that's not sincere. But for this person, they're recognizing that you dead ass will walk away. So even if there was an established trauma bond there before, like the Nine of Pentacles is the devil in the reverse. You understand? So this person may still be codependent and you may view them that way while you're currently not. Like you're not just going to stay just to stay. You need your needs met as well. All right, what's the most likely outcome here? Just understand this person will do it, though. And if anything, it's like this makes them want to more. That makes sense. Okay, so the overall energy here, the outcome is the Fool, Aquarius energy. We have the Lovers, which is Gemini energy. Excuse me. The Eight of Swords. Nine of Cups. King of Cups. Water energy. Hierophant. Taurus energy. Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have Death. Scorpio energy. what I see here is this person just doing it. They feel like it's a mind game. They feel like it's an ultimatum or something like that, or like they're sort of like almost like being forced, but at the same time, they understand that if things ended with you, it would be so like painful. They're just not willing to do that. So they're going to, this person's they're giving you what you're asking for. If this is someone that you've been dealing with for a long time and you want to actually consider it a relationship and make it public or something, they're doing that. If this is someone you've been with for a couple of years and you're like, if you don't give me a ring, I'm out of here, they're going to do that. They refuse, like, even if this person is in this double energy where they're like obsessed with you or they're just like codependent, they refuse to allow it to end. This is a person that's going to get their shit together emotionally and do things the right way. Ace of Wands in the advice, Judgment in the advice, King of Swords in the advice. So it's, there's going to be a conversation here. Things are going to be forgiven. You're going to recognize that the person that you're with is actually the person that is, where you are supposed to stay. And you're going to know, because let me tell you something. There's a lot of times in life, Sag, where you give an ultimatum to a person and they still don't choose you. This ain't it. This is somebody flipping their whole life upside down to try to give you what it is that you're asking for here. So you're about to realize the person that you've been with has always been the right person. Okay. Some of y'all getting married. So congratulations. Invite me to the wedding. I told you first. And I like cake a lot. All right, let's just see if we can get some additional messages. Anything that, Spirit feels that you need to know about in the month of April that you're unaware of. And then we'll close this bad boy out. And guys, I do these monthly readings and they're kind of longer, but make sure to catch my content every week. I do like love readings, spiritual readings, and like situation readings. Yeah, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, like all that stuff will just pop right up for you. Okay. Anything else that you should know about for the month of April? We have a personal issue reaches resolution, which is Cancer energy, and your dreams need a practical plan. Taurus energy. Tell me about a personal issue reaches resolution. Thank you. Have the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, weird, I thought a card flipped. For your dreams need a practical plan, we have the Eight of Swords, the Knight of Cups, Page of Cups in the center. Okay, so, sorry, the Page of Wands. The Ace of Cups and karma. I feel like there is a situation here where you might have took a little financial loss. I feel like that's going to get worked out. And it's sort of like there's going to be a conversation about it, and those, like whoever this person is, they're going to be really fair and give you back whatever was like taken or lost here. That's the personal issue it's kind of at task here. I don't feel like this person owes you the money. I feel like this is a person that's giving you a new opportunity to make money. It's whoever this King of Swords is, and the King of Swords is just like a person that's an authority. This could be like a manager, a boss, or something. This could just be like a family member or somebody who's like understanding that like whatever position that you're in, and I would say this is financial with the Six of Cups, that you're really losing, that you're not making what you could, or that and this might go into that career thing where it's like you might not even see that there's a new start coming in April, but there's this King of Swords energy, somebody in authority who's about to, there's going to be some opportunities here. Sorry, I have those flipped. It's like something that you're going to be like really passionate about, but also is going to make you money. And I do mean make you money, King of Pentacles. It is something that you're going to have to think about before you take the offer. But I feel that you should. Because this opportunity is like, this is your good karma. It's sort of like, you've been giving and giving and giving and giving. And not really receiving anything on your investment. And this is the big turnaround. So in the month of April, there's a divine blessing coming to you. And it's in the form of finances. And it is good karma. It's like, what you lost before or what was taken from you is coming back to you now, Sag. If this is not money or whatever, this can be anything here, but it could also be love, because I do have the Ace of Cups here. It's interesting. It's just like it's one of those situations where like when something is not working out and you have like no hope and you just, Five of Cups, it's like you're just completely depleted. You don't even know what to do. And someone just steps in with these opportunities for you. That's usually, God, the divine source, the universe, whatever you call it, stepping in to help out. So don't get too stuck on it. You know what I mean? You might overthink the offer or whatever. It's very practical to go with this. It's like you're going to be stepping up from the Page of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. Do you understand? Like this is like a huge like promotion or like a new job that like you're actually going to enjoy and also make a lot more money at. But it's something that you do deserve. Remember, like in the spiritual part, it was like something about money too, and it was like career-wise was really going to help you to step out of that like depression or like the feeling like you don't bring enough to the table for a job, or like you don't have enough skill for a job. Like this is going to change all of that. But this is big. It's like they wanted you to know. So like when you're stepping into this, and I feel like this is definitely financial for most of you. To not overthink it and just go ahead and take the offer. Because, if you come from if you usually have like a lack mindset, I'm not worthy, I don't deserve that, you're going to second guess all this. And it's like, no, this opportunity is not even coming from this King of Swords. Technically, they're a part of it. This is coming from God because it's yours to have. Like you earned it. Alright guys, so that is what the month of April is looking like. Again, if you need any help with anything, all of the services I provide are in the description below and in the comment section. And I will see you guys soon.